Mary.
Thanks a lot, Agnes. Well, unless you've experienced it, it can be hard to imagine what life would look like to someone who has lost a loved one to suicide. The healing process doesn't have to be a lonely one, and there's a group in the Lake area who have all experienced a loss due to suicide, and they're called Halos, and Jody Barrio is here to tell us what it means and what it's all about, and unfortunately you've had that experience in your own life.
Yes, Mary. In April of last year, my daddy, Kenneth Tyler Sr., did die by suicide, and that is the correct way to say that, which I didn't know that, so it might help somebody out there. But it's, of course, fixing to be a year in April, but I hit the ground running, and it's kind of brought me to now where I can
talk about it a little bit.
Why? Yeah. Some of the questions of what we're doing and how we can help others, because I truly believe we must take the cards that we've been dealt in life, because we all have, do it. Take a tragedy and make it into an inspiration. So that's what we're doing with Halos.
And I think it's odd, kind of on both sides of that equation, because for the person that has lost a loved one, sometimes they don't want to talk about it because you're almost kind of embarrassed or ashamed. And then on the other side, people don't really know what to say to someone who may have lost someone to suicide.
And you're exactly right. And I had never known anybody. So, and the first time I started talking about it, the person I was talking to immediately opened up to me about their experiences, and I'm finding that everywhere. And there is a reason why that I'm loud about this, and I want my daddy's memory to stay alive, and I'm just glad to be out there to be able to help everyone out there who's been through this, because suicide and talking about that is totally different than grief. So we gather together, and tonight is our very first meeting. We meet every first Tuesday of the month at the West Cal Hospital in Sulphur at 6 o'clock, and we basically get together like-minded folks, because unless you've experienced it, you just have no clue. So we must be together. So that's why we're here today. So please, if you know anybody that's has happened with suicide in their life and anywhere in their circle, please come. We're here for one another.
And even if you want to come and listen and not talk, that's okay too.
Oh, absolutely, because and that's something else I learned, Mary. Not everybody's like me. I had to get out there and I had to ask some questions. I had to, and it's a journey that we're on, and that's what kind of breeds me to what I have to say about if I can give any words of comfort today to anyone. I remember maybe a month or two into it, and somebody said the words, "Where are you in your grief journey?" And when it hit me, I went, oh my goodness. And I hope this helps somebody. No matter where you are right now, it's a journey. You're not going to stay where you are. No matter how hard you're hurting right now, realize that tomorrow is a whole new day, and that this is a journey, and we're going to walk through it. But you're not going to be alone, because Halos, we are rooted in love, united as one.
And you yourself have found the power of being able to talk to someone else who's gone through the same thing and understands what you're going through.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what I do. And sometimes it's not even the words, it's just saying, not even saying anything, really, just a hug or just to be there. And but man, when we get together as a group, we talk and we open and we share where we can't with other people, because the grief thing's a totally different thing. So man, I encourage anybody out there. And you know what, why I do what I do is because I want this one act that my daddy did to not define who he was, because the way a person leads this life does not define who they are. So I want to speak loud and proud for my daddy, Kenneth Tyler Sr. I love him. He was a wonderful man, and I want everybody else out there. This one act they did is not going to define who they were. So let's unite together. Let's help each other. That's what's helping us. Amy Johnson and myself, she lost her 13-year-old son who died by suicide 5 years ago. So you can see we have a broad, from a child to a parent. So please come join us, because, man, united together, we're going to help so many people in this community. And thank you, Mary, for allowing us to come and tell everybody about it.
Well, thank you for doing the work, because I know it's a tough thing to talk about, and I'm glad that you have that group together out there. And if you've lost someone, you can make a new start this year, and you can start to heal from that by joining the folks over at Halos. And of course, it's free.
Absolutely.
Tuesday night.
Absolutely.
Just meet in the West Cal cafeteria.
That's right. And we do have a Halos a Facebook page that you can just find us on Halos. We also have an email Halos, Southwest Louisiana, SWLA@gmail.com. Call me. I'm Jody Berrio, Amy Johnson. Just find us. Just start your journey and realize that we're going to walk through this with you together, helping each other along the way.
All right. Thank you so much, Jody.
Thank you, Mary.
All right, good seeing you. Well, up next, we're going to be kicking off the Mardi Gras season at 12th night, so stay with us.